this video is going to be in two parts. And this first part is going to be about how I ended up living with my dad, and how I ended up moving back to my mom's house, and I ended up seeing her give sloppy toppy. Stepmom, please watch how you treat your stepdaughters, because oh man, I am that one child that I will give it right back to you. This is gonna be something. It's gonna be something. The second part is gonna be something too. So how I ended up living with my dad was, so my mom had put my dad out because he told her he didn't like what she was doing and he didn't want her no more. She put him out, and then she put me out because, you know, she was arguing with me back and forth, and I was arguing with her right back, because you're not going to keep disrespecting me. I don't care whose house it is, you know? She was arguing with me so much. She's arguing about orange juice. She was arguing about, like, little things. She was arguing about parfaits. When I tell you, like, if the words that come out of my mouth are ridiculous, she's literally arguing about anything and everything. It was to the point where my dad was like, and sometimes she's arguing just to argue. And it's stupid. Why are you doing that, you know? So, like, this is the kind of woman that she wakes up in the morning, she's already mad. You don't have to do anything. So I woke up to one morning to her sitting right next to me. She pulled up a chair from the table and was sitting right next to me. I'm sleeping, not knowing that this crazy fool is watching me sleep. What is wrong with some of these? Watch your mothers, okay? And she gonna ask me, so, why you was touching a dish towel last night? I said, what are you talking about? So I'm looking at her like she's crazy. Well, you know, you're not supposed to touch the dish towel with your hands. You're supposed to use a paper towel to dry the dishes. She's literally arguing about anything, right? She's arguing with me so much that my sister comes out the room and is like, just stop arguing. Y'all can stop. She will argue. She will start so much arguments that my sister would have to jump in and try to just get us to stop. Because I'm like, if you're going to start, I'm going to finish it. Like, what are you arguing about? My sister-in-law's had to jump in. Like, it's been crazy. She argued so much that my sister-in-law had to actually curse her out. And my sister-in-law had to curse her out about me. Because it was just like, listen, don't treat my sister-in-law like that. Don't treat anybody like that. What is your problem? Wake up in the morning arguing about a dish towel. What do you bought the dish towel for if we can't touch it? So I'm like, well, I was drying dishes. I was using a dish towel. And, you're supposed to use a paper towel. And I said, you don't even keep paper towels up in here. So what paper towels? I went off on her that morning. She didn't have a good day at work that morning, and I didn't care. So that night, she went out and bought some paper towels, and I was just laughing. I went in my room, and I literally had to laugh because this is so ridiculous. Like, you are a real comedian. Now you want to, keep up a stack of paper towels? Because we only had a few pieces of paper towels, but why are you arguing about that? Who cares? Like, who cares? My mother starts so much stuff with people that she's banned from my sister-in-law's mother's house. Like, this is not like me just painting someone out to be bad. This is her acting an ASS all the time, and her really being bad. Like, this is my mother. Like, for real. Like, I'm one of those people that always tell somebody, don't approach me about a story time, because I'm going to tell you to kick rocks. It's my story, and I'm going to tell it. So she arguing, and so sometime that night she came in the house smiling like a kid that just got candy from the candy store. She was talking to me like this with a smile. Parisha, get your stuff ready because the people are coming. And I'm like, what people? Oh, the cops, they're coming. So yeah, mind you, I hadn't went to sleep yet. This is like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, right? Oh yes, I had to let the cops know how you are, and you got to be away from me. So this B word thought it was cute, and now she don't think it's cute now because she been having people in my family blow up my phone with her silly ASS. I don't care. She was just giddy. She was just laughing. Yes, you know how, like, when you do something bad and you just keep on laughing? That's what she was doing. I'm going to let you know right now, whoever goes in the comment section and has a problem with me calling somebody a B word, you're going to get blocked. If you act like the B word, you are the B word. And I'm trying not to use the whole word, okay? The whole entire word, because this is YouTube. But you are what you act like, right? So this B word is just laughing, right? So imagine, because my mom had, this is close to my mother's eye color, literally. So imagine somebody with my face and this eye color that's not a filter, like half a shade lighter than me, or a little bit lighter than me, just laughing. And she's been doing this the whole time. She's waiting for the cops to come. She's like, this is what this woman was doing. She was just like, yeah, you're not going to be up in here arguing with me. And I was just looking at her like, wow, I was, mind you, the little smiles and giggles that she does, she's been doing that before. But she used to do that, like, whenever somebody would come to our house and say something, and if she didn't agree with them, she would give them, like, this fake smile. She would do that a lot. I never liked when she did that. She would talk about people right after they leave our house. She would be talking about people. Yeah, but they know now. So the cops came and she's smiling, and I never liked them stupid little smiles. I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, so at that moment she was doing a little. I was so embarrassed, and it wasn't because the cops was coming, because it's the middle of the night, most people are asleep, so nobody was really gonna see me outside with my bags. I was embarrassed because this is a woman that gave birth to me. So while most people are asleep at night and my dad is, about his business, I have to deal with this idiot being stupid up in the house. And then when the cops came, they started looking at her funny when I told them. I said, I didn't do nothing. Like, I just came home, and she did not I came home. I said, I was here. I told them, I said, I was here. And she came in the door and just told me that the cop, get my stuff ready. The cops is coming. And she just keep laughing and giggling like, this is funny. This is not funny, because she's acting like I did something to her. And I don't do nothing to this woman. This woman argues about everything. We have to curse her out. She argues every 10 seconds. So you know how you could tell when somebody thinks that something is wrong with somebody, and they give them a certain kind of look, and it's not like it's something. It's not a look like I hate you. It's a look like something might be wrong with that person, right? That's how one of the cops started looking at her, and I'm watching how he's looking at her. And I'm like, yeah, this cop already knows. Okay, so they were like around by like two. Was it two? I don't remember, but like, it was more than one cop, right? But it wasn't like all the cops or both cops. It was just that one cop that was looking at her crazy, because he knows. I guess he done had situations where people call the cops on their kids, and sometimes it's literally petty bullcrap, and that's how he was looking at her. And and so while he's looking at her, I'm telling them like, there wasn't even an argument. She just literally came in the door. So I said she must have called you guys on her phone before she came in the house. And she did this whole little trick thing like it's funny. She's thinking this is cute. It's the middle of the night. Like, I shouldn't be outside in the middle of the night like this. So I called my dad and left a voicemail. When my dad said when he found out that she put me out in the middle of the night, he was pissed. He was pissed because he said, I understand that you and your mother don't get along, but he said, I know that sometimes that she argues just to be arguing, but at the same time, you are a young lady. You're a young lady. He said, it is midnight. It's like around, he said, when I got that voicemail, it was like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. I keep saying, but that's the time, right? He said, it's like midnight. This is a time of night that anybody can go outside and something can happen to you. Nobody gonna see it because there's not too many people outside. Like, and she's gonna do this in the middle of the night. So I'm West Indian, right? Because my dad is West Indian. So imagine he's saying this, and then he's saying this in a West Indian accent. So it sounds even angrier. But he was angry because I'm like, ain't no way somebody gonna put my child in the middle of the night and endanger their life. She put me in danger. It's the middle of the night, and she literally. He was like, it's the middle of the night. He said, you could have gotten R-worded, you could have gotten stabbed, you could have gotten kidnapped. And even though these things happen in the middle of the day, it's very dangerous. This is the middle of the night, where there's no one around to help you in case someone decides to do something crazy to you. And he said, I'm going to speak to her because he forgot. He said, I think she forgot that you're my child too. I think she forgot, and I'm going to speak to her. And I'm going to call her and speak to her, and I'm going to let her know about herself. He said, something's wrong with that lady. He was so mad. He said, something's wrong with this lady. I'm tired of this woman and her shenanigans. Something's wrong with her. He was pissed. Yeah, he was pissed. I would be pissed too. Somebody endanger my daughter's life like that. You got them outside, a young lady in the middle of the night like that. Is you stupid? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, come on. Yeah, so I ended up at my dad's house. I love my dad. That night, and then the next morning is when the shenanigans started with my stepmother. This is gonna be a heck of a video. Yeah, the first morning I woke up, she came into the living room and said, "You're not my family. I can put you out here right now." Then she said, "I got people that can take you out of here." When I first met my stepmother, my stepmother did not greet me with love and welcome me. The first words my stepmother ever said to me was, "You're not my family. I can put you out of here." My stepmother was not always a nice woman, and come to find out, she used to live with my blood relatives over in Staten Island. And my thing is that, how in the hell you gonna come to me? It's early in the morning. Okay? I just had a situation at 12 o'clock midnight the night before, and it ticked my dad off. Because my mother had me stranded outside 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. And I had to I left my dad a voicemail telling him what happened. So I ended up at my dad's house. My dad said, "Okay, you can stay here." My mom is kind of, she'll put everybody out. I went back to live with her sometime later, but my stepmother was not always a nice person. And then to come to find out, she used to live with my cousins over in Staten Island. And how the hell are you going to be living with my family, acting like you're not even blood relatives, but you're going to tell someone who's a blood relative of my dad, and I'm his firstborn, mind you, that I'm not my dad's family. So I said, "Well, I don't know why you're saying that to me." To be honest, I already knew what was coming the first time she was disrespectful to me. Because you see, I can only take but so much as a human being. And the first time she disrespected me, I already knew where my mind was going, and I was just like, in my mind, like, "Lady, you have no idea what I'm thinking right now." Because are you serious? She played that card of, "Well, this is my house. I'm gonna do whatever I want because it's in my house. You're in my house, and if you have a problem with it, you can be out the door." She played that card, not knowing that my dad was the one who made the rules. And just like I put my mom in her place, I put her in her place. And so what happened was, there was one day she would put this Ajax powder up in the bathroom and not clean the bathroom, talking about she's gonna soak it, right? So my thing is, people have to use the bathroom and stuff like that. And my thing is, if I see someone that they about to clean the bathroom, sometimes I just go and clean the bathroom, because that's how I am. That's just how clean I am. And sometimes I would see her leave the powder sitting, and I would go wipe up the bathroom. I would wait a few minutes. So I would go wipe up the bathroom. So I remember this one day, and I had a feeling she was kind of like doing it on purpose, because I didn't even know she was about to clean the bathroom. I'm just minding my business. And I had got up to use the bathroom, and I noticed there was like Ajax and stuff all over the bathroom. So I had to use the bathroom, and I seen that there was. So I said, "Let me just I gotta use the bathroom bad. I'm gonna clean the toilet. I gotta use the toilet, and then after I finish cleaning the toilet, and using the toilet, I'm gonna clean up the rest of the bathroom. But I really gotta go to the bathroom." Mind you, this is a time when she had a problem with her bladder, because after giving birth to, I don't know if it was Justin, I don't know if it's Jade, I don't remember which one, that she had to go to the bathroom every couple of minutes. Like, every couple of minutes. I didn't have to use the bathroom that often. I never had no kids. See, I'm not the most forgiving person, so it would behoove people not to do things to me, because you can end up in a story time. I don't even care if you apologize or not. You did what you did. It's my story. I'm going to tell it. If you don't like it, cool. Watch what you do to me, okay? So I go to clean up the toilet and whatever. So I cleaned the toilet, and then I went to, I was using the toilet. So while I'm using the toilet, she's all of a sudden she started banging the door. She was like, "Herb, I gotta use the bathroom." I was like, "Okay, I'm using the toilet. Let me go and put pants up." Oh, there's stuff in the bathroom. So I'm like, yeah, I noticed this. You sprayed stuff in the bathroom. What I was gonna do, I had to use the bathroom. I didn't know that you had put that stuff in the bathroom. What I was gonna do was I was gonna clean up the rest of the bathroom. I wanted to clean up the toilet first because I really had to go, and I wasn't gonna use the toilet like that, with stuff all over it. Herb, I gotta use the bathroom. Herb, gotta use the bathroom. So you ever get that feeling where you feel like somebody's trying you? Because even though I'm telling her, okay, I'm like, okay, let me finish using the bathroom, I gotta put my pants on and stuff like that. And even though I'm saying this, it's as if she was ignoring me or didn't hear me. And I began to realize this woman was trying me. See, I'm not the one. So I'm just like, I didn't like this woman from day one, from the first time she said them that horrible words to me about how I'm not my dad's family. And I think today might be the day I have to slap this woman, because that's what I'm thinking in my head. That's what I was thinking the first day that she was being disrespectful to me. Instead of saying hello, welcome, instead of being more sympathetic toward me, because I'm in a situation when you was in a situation when you didn't have your own place, you was living with my family. But how dare you? And my cousins found out everything she did to me. When I went back to my mother's house, I told them everything she did. So I gotta use the bathroom. You know, I got a problem with my bladder. I'm like, okay, let me come out. So I heard her come out the bathroom, and I tried to hurry it up a little bit. You know what she did? Now, most people got balls. They're not cowards. People want to hit you, fight you. Most people that want to hit you and fight you, they're just right up in your face. They'll hit you and fight you. I didn't, because I'm paying attention to her. So she come in the bathroom, right? Now, what she did was, she had to pee so bad, but she didn't use the bathroom right away. What she did was, my mind is not like the most, maybe I don't think like everybody else, but sometimes someone could do something to me, and I could feel a certain way about them for the rest of my life, and apology or no apologies. I feel like some things are just unacceptable. So, she waits until I come out the bathroom door. So I'm coming out the bathroom door, right? So my back is toward the bathroom door. She comes in the bathroom, turns toward me, right? Because now she's facing me. She's facing toward the outside of the bathroom door, and I'm facing toward the hallway, so my back is toward the bathroom door. So she comes behind me, and she pulls my ponytail holder off my head. Mind you, this is the same woman that asked if she could comb my hair, not knowing that you can't play in my hair, because all black people ain't got the same hair texture, and my hair breaks like crazy. You can't play in my hair like that. Like, come on now. Then she pushes me from behind, right? She pushes me out the hallway. She's grabbing the back of my neck, and she's pushing me by my neck, like forcing me out, like pushing me out the bathroom in the hallway. And then, she's pushing me downward, like by the back of my neck. So she's pushing me downward. She got her hand, because she's behind me, so she got her, hand in the back of my neck. So she's like choking me from the back, and then she's like pushing me, right? And then, when I'm in the hallway, I realize the apartment door is open. So, she's pushing me downward, she's pushing me from behind, and she has a hand on the back of my neck, and she's pushing me by my neck, and, she's pushing me downward, right? So now she's pushing me by my neck onto the hallway, and then she's pushing me out, and she's also pushing me downward, right? So as she's like pushing me into the hallway, into the hallway of the apartment, I look out of the corner of my eye, I see the apartment door is open. So she's pushing me down, and I said to myself, the moment I get up from here, I'm gonna give her a slap like she's never been slapped before. So I said, when I get up from here, I'm going to give her a slap like she's never been slapped before. Because and the reason I'm going to slap her so hard, that she's going to have a scar on her face. Because I said, in my mind, that first day she disrespected me, she had that slap coming from the first day. So this has been a slap that's been building up. So she got me back in my neck, right? She done pulled my ponytail holder off. Now she's pushing me all the way. This woman is like 5'7", and I'm 4'11", 5 feet. So it don't take much for her to push me. And she used her size to her advantage, like most bitches do. Most instigating. Okay. So I'm thinking, because I'm small, my hands are small, I have to use more force and more impact. But because I'm already mad, and I've been mad since the first day, oh yeah, she's gonna get it. And I don't have to use all 60 inches of my little self and put all power is into that damn slap. Okay? So all of a sudden, she lets me up, right? And she's like behind me because she had been pushing me. So I turned around and I gave her the hardest slap. When I say she still has a mark on her face to this day, that's how hard I slapped her. I ain't never had to slap a boyfriend that hard. I never had a fight like that where I had to slap somebody that hard. This is the hardest that I ever hit somebody in my life. At this time, I'm like 23, 24, around that age. This is the hardest I ever hit anybody. This woman is 5'7". There is no reason that you should be getting slapped so hard. To the point where my dad came home like a few hours later that mark is still on your face. Because I made sure I want her to remember why the F she got slapped. Okay, I'm trying to watch. She was like, you slapped me? I'm going to tell your daddy you slapped me. He going to have you locked up, this, that, and the third, right? And I was like, well, my daddy knows I don't go around just hitting people for no reason, and you asked for this. And I said, wow, I've never seen a woman so dumb. You're such a dumb stepmother. That's what I said to her. I said, you know, I'm ashamed to have you as my stepmother because you act like an idiot. She went up in the kitchen, took my box of mashed potatoes and put it on the floor. Your food goes on the floor. That's where your food goes. Yeah, I'm going to tell your daddy about you not knowing that my daddy is not one of those stupid men that believe everything his stupid wife says. I'm going to need women to know when they marry somebody that is smarter than them. I already knew my dad was smarter than her, and my dad was not stupid enough to believe her lies because he knows me. You know your children's personality. My dad knows I would never just go around. I never even get in trouble in school like that. But he knew it was going to be some bull crap if she said something, right? I said, this happened to me. Why not put it in a story? People watch what they do. So all of a sudden, she starts kicking me to the point where I end up on the floor, and she's kicking me with her big old legs. Because this woman's like 200 and something pounds, and she's kicking me out the apartment. So I'm crying and stuff like that because she's mad that she got slapped the crap out of. And I'm crying because my feelings is hurt because she got the door open. She's trying to put me out into the street. And this is my daddy's house. Because she was not working. She wasn't working. You know how some people, they let you, they take care of their wife or whatever, but she didn't have a job. This is my daddy's house. You know, you can feel when someone kicks you, but she was not kicking me as hard as I slapped her. I will remember the slap for the rest of my life because I knew how much force I had to put into it because I wanted to make that ish stick. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, woo, girl. So while she's kicking me out the apartment door, the next door neighbor that's to the left of my dad's apartment, I'm gonna say my dad's apartment, he was passing by and he saw her kicking me. And I said, if I call the cops, I'm gonna ask him to be a witness because he saw her kicking me. Stupid lady. Hey, you know, why you gonna do dumb stuff with the door open? This is how I really feel. Yeah, I talk to her now, I respect her now, but don't think I forget. I don't forget, my brain don't forget, my mind don't forget, nothing forgets. And I would never forget that when I went back to my mom's house because my dad was like, you know, it's not working out between her and, you know, the stepmother, how my little sister said, I don't like her anymore. It doesn't pay to act stupid. It doesn't pay to act to hurt members of your family because whether she wanted to be my family or not, because you are my family because you married my dad. You know what I'm saying? I have been punished with a bunch of stupid mothers, a stupid mother and a stupid stepmother. If this sounds like an evil video, it's not. A lot of evil things have happened to me in my life, and I'm going to put these into a story. And I might cackle a little bit because I can laugh now. She did apologize. She apologized, and she said, I'm sorry, and stuff like that. But you were sorry. But when my dad came home, you lied to him, right? So when he came from work, she lied to him and said that we had an argument, and I just slapped her, like all of a sudden, like just slapped her. And I said, and I'm sitting and I'm upset, and I was yelling at the top of my lungs. He was telling me to calm down. I said, this woman put her hands on me. She was kicking me. She was choking me. She had her hands on my neck. Like, we had an argument, but it wasn't. Trying to make it look like, I just got mad at the argument. So I feel like, I'm not stupid. I will talk things out with you before I hit you. The reason that I hit you is because you kept asking for. You asked for it from day one. Because I was very disrespectful. You see, I'm not. My mind go. That's how my mind goes. So I'm yelling at the top of my lungs, and I'm telling him this is exactly what happened. I said, Dad, you know me better than that. I don't just go around hitting people. She was kicking me. She came into the bathroom. She was arguing about the bathroom, and I said she has a problem with the bathroom. Every time I go to use the bathroom, all of a sudden she has to pee real bad. Right? So he said to her, "Well, you do use the bathroom a lot. You do use the bathroom pretty fast." And I said, "Yeah, like." I understand, like, she having a baby messed up her bladder, but I have to go to the bathroom too. And it's like, every time I go to the bathroom, she's always knocking me out the bathroom. Like, what is the problem? And she was like, oh, well, I have to use the bathroom more often because of carrying Justin or one of my brothers. And I'm like, you're not the only one with the bladder. You're not the only one with the bladder, though. That's not my fault. You should know that's a possibility of being pregnant. Stupid lady. I have gotten kicked out of houses just for being myself and being real and just standing up for myself and putting people in their place. And and I said, she put my food on the floor. And told me she has people that can take me out of here right now. And I said, what people? Because she keeps saying that. And I said, I would never just up and hit someone. Why would I want to have problems with my stepmother? I said the first day that I was here, that first morning when you went to work, she told me that I was not your family and that she could put me out of here right now. And that's one of the first things that she said to me that morning. I'm getting upset just thinking about it, but I can still laugh about it. How stupid people be for no reason. And I still have to see you whenever I go to my dad's house. So all of that was for what? Now, how are you going to apologize and then turn around and lie to my daddy? Fuck you. You're like, come on now, fuck you. For real, fuck you. Like, and we talk on the phone now and stuff like that. But in the back of my mind, I know the person she really is, because I'm like, when people show you their true colors, believe them. And I believe that's always going to be her true colors. I don't believe she's actually a nice person. I would never believe that because that's not the first thing that she showed me. Oops. And there's two other people that I feel like are not nice because two guys at my job, I had to actually go to HR to one of the guys because he kept doing all kind of stupid little things just to try to go out with me. And then I had to report him to HR because he was just being totally stupid and harassing. And now I don't think that guy is a nice person. So my dad was like, you know what, this thing's been going on long enough. And, you can't be putting your hands on people. That's what he's talking to her now. Like, you can't be putting, did you choke her? Oh, no, I didn't choke. I said, yes, you did. And I'm still yelling, by the way. He's still trying to calm me down. So the next morning, I wake up, right? She's up in the kitchen talking stupid-ish because she's stupid, right? She was like, yeah, so your daughter, she just going to up and slap me like that? And he said, oh, well, she going to be locked up. So I had to talk to him later and let him know that I heard, what she said. And she was still trying to get him to believe that I just slapped her for no reason. So later on, I went and talked to him, and I said, what I said yesterday was actually true. She lied to you. I said, whenever you leave the house, she says, because every time that he leaves the house, she will say all kinds of stuff to me. All kinds of stuff to me. Like, oh my God. And I was like, when you leave the house, she says all kinds of things. And, he said he gonna talk to her, and then after that he pulled so this is the next day that I'm telling him, like, I heard what how you responded to her earlier saying I'm gonna get locked up, and I said, I would never just up and slap somebody. Like, I'm better than that, just for no reason. No, only in self-defense. So later, after I spoke to him, right, of course he knows me better than that because he's my dad, and he pulled my stepmother into the room. He had a long talk with her. And so she didn't talk to me for a few days, and one day she came to me and she apologized. Yeah, she did apologize. I'll give her that. I still don't change what I think of her. I think something's not right with her. Like, I said she apologized, but I think, like, the reason that she did all that, she's miserable, she's bipolar, she's undiagnosed. Some people just walking around undiagnosed. Why are you acting so crazy to women like you have issues? Something is wrong. You need to go get help. And it's not cute and it's not funny. And you just, be more mature. And she told me how like she felt so. She said her feelings that when I told her that I never had such a dumb stepmother. I never known a woman so dumb. Things that I had said to her. And she said, "I'm your stepmother, and I'm your brothers and sisters' mother." Imagine how I felt when you said that. So I'm like, how I felt when you said that. Imagine how I felt when you put your hands on me and you lied to my daddy. Imagine how I felt. Treating me like that just because this is not my place. This is my father's house, and you're going to treat me like that? And you're going to treat one of his children like that? And I have a sister. What do you think she's going to think when I tell her this? So it was not too long after that my dad had brought me back to my mom's house and saying that me and my stepmom were not getting along and stuff like that. And then I get back to my mother's house and she stopped with her shenanigans. Eventually I ended up getting my own place, but so in this part of this video, so after I moved out of my dad's house, this is going to be how when I went back to my mother's house, sometime after I moved back there, I ended up seeing my mama giving sloppy toppy, sucking that thing, and that's gonna be another part of this video.